Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 56 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers out now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Play action. It's Rudolph. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep. He's got it at the 15. It's a gain of 34. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Samuels. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 2nd and 16, Rudolph, his throw incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. 3rd and long, it's Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A big run that time by Elliott. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Go, get out there. Check. Watch the work.
Prescott from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Marr is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. First carry for James Conner. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff, now Rudolph. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll get that one complete to Conner. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Rudolph off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, foxtrot. Get it.
Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Elliott, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. It's Elliott.
Good job, D. Good job, D. That's right.
It's a gain of 4.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
There we go. Kill.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, kill.
Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Prescott now. And his throw is incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd down, Elliott. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cooper was the intended target.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Flush to his right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. A final shot before the break, Rudolph. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And all that work but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Charlie, ready to go. Ready.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's going to launch it for Washington. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
47. Kill, 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 22.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to the air, Rudolph on second down. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is Connor, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
But now this throw complete to Washington, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Rudolph. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Samuels. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Ready.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.